Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, wherever you are. This is me once again on a Sunday. This isn't a Sunday sermon or anything, but let's ask this question. So, on this quick drive, I figured I would address it. I think I've addressed this topic, maybe in a different shape or form or format, but I'm just gonna talk about it real quick because someone asked the question on one of my videos about why do men take advantage or mistreat I believe it was like a female goddess or something like that, or a feminine female goddess or something like that. So I said and this was, I forgot what video in particular it was, but it's something that I've actually done a hangout with someone in the past. You guys can look it up if you want to check it out, about men wanting a feminine woman, but once he gets her, he'll end up forsaking her or something like that. I can't remember the exact name of the video, but once I edit this video, I'll put the link in the description. I did the hangout with Marie Therese about it. So you guys, if you guys punch in Marie Therese, something along the lines of men wanting a feminine woman but forsaking her, then that's this. So just to talk about this, I guess, to answer this young lady's question, and obviously this is all my opinion on this, but she was gearing it more towards a female goddess. It's basically that as a woman, if a man feels like he can mistreat you and doesn't care about your feelings, it's because you have made it where he's comfortable doing it. And it's basically, obviously, by virtue of her asking this question, it's something that has come about with repetition, that this person is constantly doing it, and either you're addressing it and this man isn't taking you seriously, or he knows that you don't have options, or he knows that he has you sprung to a certain point, and you haven't even, maybe you made idle threats or you made empty threats, and he knows exactly the right thing to say to you that will, at certain points, that will keep you from leaving, keeping you from moving on, and just keeping you attached to that string to ensure you don't go anywhere, leaving that hope, that little bit of hope, or making even empty promises. But what it all boils down to, and you hear this over and over, some people have already told you, it's not what anyone says, it's about what they do. So if the man's actions aren't congruent with his words, then you should take that as a sign. And that's easier said than done, I understand that. And a lot of you are probably like, yes, it is easier said than done. But this is things that you need to, don't ask the question or complain about it. Because a lot of us, even men, we tend to complain about these things, but we never do anything about it. And you'll get sound advice on it. But the thing about it is, when it comes to matters of the heart, we look at things through a different lens, and we don't want to disrupt that, or we don't want to upset that person, because there's that fear, that insecurity of potentially losing that person and feeling like you're not going to have someone to be able to fill that void, or you might not even though you know that person isn't the right person for you, someone that can that will be better than this person. Or maybe you do know there's someone that is better than this person, but this is the person who you have an attachment with and who you have strong feelings for. So at the end of the day, basically no one will do or say anything to you that, as has been said by a lot of people in the past, that isn't a direct reflection of how they feel about themselves or what they feel that they're comfortable. People only say and do things to people that they feel like they can get away with. Same thing with bullying, same thing in business. They'll only do that to someone. And sometimes it's that initial test when you just have to check someone. A lot of a lot of you are in situationships where you don't check that person when they initially do it, so they feel like it's okay. So you have to, when something first occurs, when you're dealing with someone new, you have to check that person right there as they do it. The same thing with kids, children, because that's going to become habitual. And that person, for those of you who are going through that they become what is called a habitual line crosser, habitual line stepper, as you heard. And it's going to keep on happening, and you're probably going to keep on, sorry about the bad connection, you're going to keep going with that. So as long as you guys can hear me, I hope that's good enough. But and if you don't mind, if you guys are still tuning in, give it a thumbs up. If you're liking the video so far, it helps to promote the video, even though it's Sunday afternoon. A lot of you probably still in church right about now, late service. So the habitual line stepper, they're gonna just continue to keep doing this. Yeah, greetings to the yachty gal. And once it becomes, when you develop these attachments to someone, it's gonna be harder. And a lot of you just don't want to rock the boat. But all in all, if this is the case, based upon what we're talking about, then that is in essence an abusive relationship that you're in. An emotionally abusive relationship, especially when you relate your thoughts to this person and your feelings, and they just look at it like, I don't give a shit. She's a woman. She's just in her feelings right now. She's always in her feelings. Up until you make that incredible, move, maybe blindsiding, where you completely cut that person off. And that does one of two things. That'll either trigger them to act right, so to speak, or they might just go on to the next one. And I think a lot of you fearing that they may go on to the next one, may go back to their baby mama, may go back to that girl that that they were dealing with before. And that's the fear that some of you may have. But you must weigh that scale of what's more important to you, your emotional health or this person. So life is about decisions. All decisions that you make in life, there are consequences and things like that. So you can have, some people can make decisions and do things to other people. Oh my goodness, man. Shit, God. Good night. Sorry about that. There's people out here can't drive today, and I might be one of them. But come on, dude. Like, you're not even looking. You're just pulling right over into. I'm on a live stream. Sorry, guys. You know how it is. A lot of you are drivers, so y'all feel me. But that's just the nature of it. Sorry, I got off track on this. It's not too many of y'all tuned in, but I appreciate everybody who is tuned in. That's the nature of it. You just have to make that decision. And whether, for the case of her asking about being a feminine goddess, as she so perfectly illustrated that. She's a feminine goddess. She's, everything that a man should and would be attracted to. Even if a man has, I hate when people pull up right beside you and just don't. But anyway, even if a man has everything, and this could go but this is for the case of this we're talking about, man. Even if he has everything that he wants in a woman, sometimes insecurity will lead people to cheat. A lot of times, and that's what. Sorry, bright light here. That's the basis of a lot of people cheating. A lot of times is insecurity or selfishness and things like being selfish and stuff. So he can have everything he wants in a woman, beautiful woman, beautiful feminine woman, and he still might treat her like, but it's only what you allow. Person only treats you a certain way because it's what you allow. And this is what people will tend to forget, and I hear it, see it on the internet. Basically, how he treats you is how he feels about you. Well, no shit. acting like that's an epiphany, and it might be an epiphany for some people, but obviously how a person treats you is how they feel about you. That's why I say it's about actions being congruent with what it is that somebody's telling you. Like somebody telling you that they love you, but they're beating you every night, or they're beating on you every night, or they're verbally assaulting you, or demeaning you and saying things like that. That's how they feel about you. Even down to passive aggressive stuff, narcissistic stuff, things like that. It's really how they feel about you. So, with that being said, it's not really anything that a psychologist has to tell you, or someone per se. This is really just plain and simple how someone treats you is a direct correlation of how they feel about you. So they can tell you I love you 1,000 times, but they're not treating you in that way. And some of you may not even know what it is to be loved, so to speak. So that is what you identify with as love, and what can be considered, that type of relationship, a relationship that's dysfunctional. So I don't know. That being said, I just wanted to make this video real quick and put it out, answer. I meant to do it a couple days ago when she actually asked the question. But appreciate everybody who has tuned in. Make sure if you guys appreciate the video, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. It helps the algorithm anyway. Give it a thumbs down too. If you don't like it, that's cool. Just give it something. Thumbs up or a thumbs down. It helps out the algorithm of the video. I'm just a baby YouTuber. So like, dislike, comment, share, subscribe. Add me on social media. All the links are in the description right now. Facebook, Instagram, my Amazon, my website for direct paid one-on-one with yours truly. Obviously, feel free to email me as well. We can set that up. Teespring, all my products are on there. So shout out to everybody tuned in. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a happy rest of your weekend. Peace be upon you in the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. And I will catch you guys on the next live stream or chat. I am out of here. Peace.